Hey guys, welcome to Majora's Mask. Gonna get in here. We're gonna be playing the Nintendo Switch Online version. And so essentially what that means is we won't really have access to all the save states and stuff, so I'm not really gonna plan on using a whole lot of them. It's gonna be a lot more casual of a playthrough. I did make a test file just for testing if it records and everything. So we're gonna go name our character, the name of our YouTube channel, of course, which you guys should totally subscribe to. Let's go ahead and get in here. Now, this will not be the 3DS remake. I don't really like the 3DS remake. They made too many changes. It's a pretty terrible game. We got a lot of cutscenes to get through here at the beginning. So I'm going to talk a little bit over some of it. Like I was saying before, this will be a fairly casual playthrough, but it will be a 100% playthrough. I don't plan to do too many glitches or anything like that. That being said, I may do a couple. I also don't plan on doing any save states, even though NSO can do save states. I might do a couple for just like the mini games, because those are very frustrating and annoying in this game. They're probably the main reason why I don't replay this as much. The mini games are somewhat too precise for me. None of the dungeons or anything are overly difficult, it's just the mini games. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the first 3-day cycle in the first episode here, and then from there we're going to try to complete different regions as we go along, and I might do a couple episodes in between where we're just gathering things, doing mini games, completing random side objectives where you just get so much. And again, I do intend to do essentially a 100% playthrough. I mean, I get the map to every dungeon, but I do intend to get every reward you can get from them, and that will make more sense as we go along. So we do have a lot of cutscenes to get through here at the beginning, and I'll kind of let those play through. Yeah, I hope you all enjoy this. I might throw in some commentary randomly during the cutscenes, though. Something that will become very apparent as this game goes along is that they really wanted to show off the expansion slot for the Nintendo 64, so there's a lot of like special effects and stuff that weren't in Ocarina of Time. So there's also a possibility because of that, some of this may just slow down. And it's also kind of a wonder that Link didn't knock him immediately off of his horse. Skull Kid's kind of light, I would imagine. And something else. Actually, I have a Skull Kid. So, something I got as from a friend, and just celebration of how much I actually enjoy Legend of Zelda. I even got the Legend of Zelda controller that they just came out with, and of course the Switch with it as well. We're gonna collect a little bit of rupees. We're not gonna spend too much time farming in this area. The rupees will be nice to have, and again, they kind of want to show off some more of the effects of that they can pull off with the 64, and so there's a lot of things like that. There's a lot more effects to it. Unfortunately, that sometimes plays havoc with some of the emulators, so it might create some problems. I just love how that looked like a Windows screensaver or something, or just a bunch of like artwork that a child drew coming at you. I also love that point of Epona only listens to people who play Epona's song, and so of course Majora could not control it. And again, so the point of our first episode here is going to be the 3 days. This might be one of the shorter episodes, simply because of that. I'm going to try to do what I can, which is mostly just some mini games, and that's about it. Don't really let you do a whole lot that isn't story related, so I'll work on that. And then after that, we might get some more rupees, and we'll speed up the days just to get through the first 3 cycle. The day cycle will make more sense to those who don't know. Majora's Mask is based off of a 3-day cycle. It'll make sense as to why here a little bit. As to why we have a 3-day cycle. So Tail here is, I think, made an almost direct response to Navi being sometimes received badly, at least later on received badly with repeat playthroughs. She's just a lot more sassy and a lot less helpful. But also, they didn't have to worry about as much people not knowing how 3D works. Majora's Mask comes out the end of the N64's life cycle. So people are definitely more used to 3D by this point, so she didn't really have to point out nearly as much. And so I think, in my opinion, she was a direct result of people complaining about Navi being so intrusive, we'll say, or extra helpful. Also, this scene coming up here is kind of funny with Link. He just turns toward the camera and just starts shaking his head. Alright, so we're gonna go through here. This is just kind of a tutorial on how to use Deku. Trying to teach you the ropes here a little bit. As transformations were never a thing in Ocarina of Time, and they expected that most people who played Ocarina of Time would be the player base for Majora's Mask. They were probably right. And that tree looking sad, well, it's a dead tree. It's a dead Deku, supposedly. Theory is that that's but a specific character's son later on. And we will have to see who that is later. And it will be part of the 100% route. We will figure out who that is, if I remember to mention it. Now, we got a little bit more cutscene here, and then we can be a lot more playing. Met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Alright, so he's asking us to get something that was stolen from us. If you remember, they stole the ocarina from us. And since this playthrough, technically speaking, Link had never completed hardly any of the dungeons, then, or this timeline, he wouldn't have a lot of other items. So that's what he's talking about. As first thing we gotta do is exactly what Tattle's about to tell us here. Or Tao. Tattle. I get confused. Alright, so we're gonna go through. Avoid the dog who hates wood, and we're very woody here. Remember that frog for later. Because we'll be coming back to him. And that fairy was basically just telling us to take her to the Great Fairy, which we're gonna go do now. First, we're gonna stop off at the bank. Pause at 1 rupee just to get the bank cutscene over with. And she basically just goes, oh wow, you're a big spender, basically. You can slow down if you'd like to read all the text there. But we'll be reading her text quite a lot, so. Bank's pretty important. It allows you to carry money in between cycles, as you can imagine. That can be quite important. Now there's a lot that we can't do as Deku, but we're gonna try to do what we can. Earn a little bit more rupees here. Alright, then we're gonna go off and do some mini games. First, we're gonna talk to him. Before he blows up his balloon. This guy's name is Tingle. He sells maps. He actually was gonna have more of a role in this game. He ended up having more of a role in a different game. Wind Waker. So they wanted to implement more like multiplayer almost, and they couldn't on the 64 in the way they thought they could. So that was kind of scrapped. Also, they only had a year to make this game, so that was that too. But yeah, Tingle. He ended up with his own series. He's a very creepy dude. Very mysterious. Alright, so this is the first Deku game. And I'll see you all when I get them all. Oh, there we go. Alright, we got them all. Alright, so they invite us to come back tomorrow, so that's what we'll plan on doing. And next we're going to go to the Great Fair here. She's going to give us some abilities, and we're going to go through where we're going to be able to use those abilities to continue on with the game. Just knowing what to do at the very beginning is just every playthrough has to go through all this. There's nowhere really past it. It's the only way to become not Deku. Because obviously we're not going to be Deku the entire time. The rewards for the magic fairies in Majora's Mask were a lot better than the ones that were in Ocarina of Time, in my opinion. At least some of them. A lot of them are kind of the same, but they're given at a better time. And there is one major difference. So there's only 4 dungeons in Majora's Mask, because there's only 4 areas. They really focused more on like overworld than dungeon. So now we're gonna get the bombers. So we have to blow this up. They're gonna give us a nice code after we play their little game. It does not matter the order you catch them in. You might have noticed you see on their back like a number. It does not matter the order you catch them in. Oh no. Got him. They can be somewhat annoying to get to, so I'll show you something. Continue to get away a lot. Use your whack him. Luna does not condone hitting kids, only virtual ones. Alright, so now we're going to move on from this area. Not a whole lot we can do left. Again, they kind of lock out so much before you're turned back to Link. Or turned back to Hylian. I think I said human earlier. Sorry for the long guys, I record after work, so it's quite late. That was kind of a weird interaction. He dropped the chicken, but he didn't sit down like he was supposed to, like that. This guy's a little easier to catch if he stays up here, but he doesn't always stay up here. Again, you don't really have to outrace them. You can just keep whacking them with bubbles like I'm doing. Dang dog. Told you he hates wood. They're very woody. Oh, did I get it? Nice. I hope this recording goes through. Holy crap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How did that even work out? Alright, so we're gonna immediately go use it. Okay, I skipped too fast. Come on, there we go. It's a little easy to overshoot sometimes. Alright, so something important is that Deku cannot swim, so we're going to go across these waters somehow. But luckily enough, he does hot. Ignore that Skulltula there, and we're going to walk over here. And that is one of the areas, or one of the reasons why you actually need the magic power. We talk to this guy here. And he's going to let us use his telescope. I know I'm kind of skipping through a lot of dialogue. I kind of try to give a little synopsis. He's basically just like, oh, it's fun to moon gaze. Oh, do you want to go look at the clock tower from here? Somehow the telescope looks straight down. And, yeah, we'll look at it when we go outside, but I don't think it makes a lot of sense in my opinion. And he starts asking about what it was that. Oh, look like a moon's tear. I grab this. But, I don't really know how that was supposed to look straight down. And back out we go. So the speed at which you bounce across the water does depend on how fast it is you enter the water, so to speak. So that's why I keep spinning right before I hit the water. Alright, so we're gonna talk to this guy. And then after we get done talking to him, there is one thing that we can get. At the night. I'd like to go ahead and try to get that. Give this to him. Alright, so now we got this. We will be seeing him later. He's part of a long chain of quests. That dang dog. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the Stockpot Inn. And in there is a very famous character. Hopefully I didn't arrive too early. This character will show up at midnight. I'll meet you there. Alright, it should be coming up any second now. And there you go. Hand in the toilet. Some reason that's a Zelda staple. No idea why. It's just in a lot of the Zelda games. In some form or another. He's gonna give us a shitty heart piece. And literally. Alright, so now we're gonna leave by up here. There's another other way to get up here, but try not to use too many glitches. It's gonna open at midnight. One other mini game we can try to play. Might have to come back tomorrow. But what we'll do is we're gonna kind of wait around over here. I'll meet you all when this mini game is ready. There we go. We're going into the next day. That should start me. Yep. There we go. Alright, I'll see you all when I get them all. Nice 360. And there we go. Got them all. Alright. Away we go. Alright, we got 99 rupees, so we're going to go ahead and deposit some. I saw that mailman guy. We're going to be seeing him just again in a second. Alright, so we're going to get some rupees so we can try his mini game here. And he gets done doing his route. Well, there's only 2. He is super fast, dude. Boom. And boom. And here he goes. He's going to go inside the laundry pool area. Hopefully he'll be doing what he should be. Should hopefully start practicing here soon. When I get him practicing, I'll meet y'all here. Well, I guess he's kicking me out for the day, so we're going to speed this up a little bit. We'll just have to come back later. We're going to speed this along into the 3rd day here. No, it's not to remember what it... I can't remember which room it is. I think it's downstairs. Oh, nope, she's gonna love me. Dang it. I cannot remember this game to save my life, I guess. Like I said, I don't know this one as well as I know Ocarina of Time. I'm kind of low on the screen. Hit no by accident. Alright, so we can talk to the Scarecrow. Alright. Go ahead. Let him dance for us. It should put us on the 3rd day, which allows us to do the next event. He's trying to teach us some secret songs, and he'll try to teach us that every single time. I kind of wish they made it a one-time deal, and he just kind of forgot about it after that or something. Alright, so now we have what's supposed to be the hardest challenge of the minigames. So I'll see you all inside. Alright, here we go. Whoops, I don't have enough rupees. Hold on. Back it up, rupee. I'll be right back. And there we go. Now we got enough. I'll see y'all once I get them all. And there we go. They just give me a harpies, and they say, well, goodbye. And they hide every time you come by. It's hilarious to me. In terms of things to do, that's really about it. One more chest thing that we can open up. I believe it has 50 rupees in it. We can maybe farm to 200, and that's about it. When you get knocked down by that guy, open this up. He just goes through you, which is kind of rude. Let's go and get to 200, and then I'll see you guys when that happens. And we'll go to the bank, and I'll show you what you get. Alright, now that we've got at least 1 more rupee. And then we get the adult wallet. Now we can carry 200. Which is nice to have early on. Alright, so now we gotta wait for the carnival to start. So I will meet you all when that happens. Anybody else feeling festive? Because it's a carnival after all. Time for cutscenes. There's a lot of cutscenes about to come up. Just look above you. You've been met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Rip headphones users. Absolutely ripped. Resting inside those pepperonis. Smacked him with the bubble. Alright, so now he's gonna drop that. because he's the all-powerful Majora, the bubble taps him and he can't handle it. And we're just gonna run over it, apparently. Now, I mentioned in my Ocarina of Time playthrough that I know the Song of Time because of Majora's Mask. You use a lot of Majora's Mask in all kinds of ways. I like how Majora's Mask also just sat there while we just... Majora, rather, just kind of sat there while we daydream, so to speak. Alright, so that's an obvious big hint to the only thing we can do. One of the really cool things that they did with this game was the instruments match to the person that you're playing. So, trumpet for Deku, ocarina for Child. And this will be a cutscene you'll be seeing many, many times. Probably not, because I probably cut most of it out. But if you played it, you'd see it many times. I just can't stop yelling. Everything started over. Alright, so now we're gonna go in there, but first we're gonna do this. Play the Song of Time backwards. And what that does is slows down time. So now when we pick this up next episode, it won't be as quick of time. It's quite helpful. We got a lot we gotta do. So this is gonna play through, and then after that, we're gonna call it from there. So I hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to be doing 100% like I said before. If not, I do have some other series on my channel, so feel free to look around. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe down below. Check out other playthroughs I did both solo and with others. And remember to keep enjoying life. I'll see you all in the next one. See ya. It's a nice one to easy record on. 64 is a little difficult to record on sometimes. I am doing the low battery strats. I may have to go get one more rupee. Yep, I'll be right back.